What up, everybody? It's your boy Ricky Rick, and your boy Ricky Rick is back with another Ricky Talk. And today is July 14, 2026. In case you didn't know, now you know. I am Ricky. This is Ricky Talk, and I'm here to talk to you guys about the new movie Moana Live Action that dropped July 10, 2026. Moana is a big part of my life due to having a daughter, Natalia del Rio. Natalia, your favorite movie is now a live action. You get to see Moana back in theaters alongside Maui, and the great story from the animated film that dropped in 2016. So it's been 10 years since the movie came out, and now they have a live action version. I went to go see it on Thursday of last week, and I loved it. I loved it. Like I said, I will be a little bit biased compared to other people who are giving a review on this movie just because of my attachment to it. I love the music. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the plot of this young girl who lives in an island, who is a daughter of a chief, who is looking out for the best interest in his people. I love Moana's relationship with the grandma who seems to be like the crazy person of the island, but is always there for Moana when Moana needs her, and is always encouraging Moana to be herself and listening to her inner self and always remembering who she is. As the character of Maui, played by Dwayne The Rock Johnson, is another attachment that I have towards this movie because I grew up knowing Dwayne The Rock Johnson through his WWE wrestling career. And I always thought to myself that I can see this guy become an actor who, you know, I predicted and did get that opportunity when he joined the cast of The Mummy Returns, got his own spin off with the Scorpion King, and went on to do many things in Hollywood, like The Rundown, joining the Fast and Furious franchise, doing more work with Disney, like The Game Plan, Moana, and so on and so on and so on. As far as the character Maui, he is very fun. He plays a demigod. He plays, someone who is a man of the people. And if you guys know anything about me, I would say the same thing about myself. I am a man of the people. I am always, looking for the good in people. I'm always trying to help, and I'm always trying to be there for my loved ones, whether they're friends, whether they're blood, whether they're family. Even in my own new role at work as me training the future techs, future pharmacists, and showing them the way so they can have a good and bright future. As a father, I would say this is the kind of movie that I would love for my daughter to watch. More movies like this, more movies that encourage young girls around the world to be themselves, to believe in themselves, and go out there and make something of themselves. Like I said, this movie is amazing as far as story plot, as far as characters, as far as the message that they're trying to deliver. Always knowing who you are, remembering where you come from, and always trying to do the good. Always trying to do the good. And just like any good movie, there are ups and downs, things that you have to overcome, obstacles you have to overcome. And in the end, as long as you believe, things will have the right outcome that you're looking for. Yeah. So based on the animated and the live action, I think I walked out feeling the same. The animated movie is a really good, fun movie that will make you smile, that will put a grin in your face, that will make you feel something in your heart. Definitely a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. Same thing with the live action. When I was watching the live action, I was wanting for the live action to give me the same thing the animated film did. And definitely, I know a lot of people might not like the fact that it's a shot by shot remake. But for me, that's what I wanted. Even if they do a shot by shot, I wanted to be I wanted this movie to give me the same feels that the animated did, and I definitely got that. Um, I love Moana. Moana's a film that has been a film that I watched a lot over the recent years with my daughter, by myself. Music from the movie are a big part. You know, I find myself even enjoying the music and playing Disney songs thanks to Moana. Um, I even made a playlist for me and my daughter that we enjoy singing in the car, and we sing together, or whether we're in my room or in her room, dancing along to the music, whether we're playing with her toys and enjoying the great sounds of Disney. Um, it's something that we come to enjoy as father and daughter. Um, but yeah, I encourage a lot of people, a lot of parents, to take their kids. Right now, there's a lot of good films right now for kids. You have Toy Story 5, you have the Minions, and you have this live Moana action movie. And I definitely recommend it. For me, it's not a perfect movie. Um, some of the scenes take a minute for you to, kind of like, one thing that I would say that I recommend people who are going to come with negatives about this film is, keep in mind that this movie was made for kids. This movie is for everyone, but it's a animated film that has been turned to a live action. It's made for kids, guys, so don't bash it for its effects or CGI. You kind of know what you're going into while you're watching this film. Um, for me, like I said, I loved it. I enjoyed it. It's not a 10 out of 10, but I will give it a 8, even a 7 out of 10. Like I said, the music's still there. The new actress that took the baton of playing the new Moana, because the Moana in this film is not the one from the animated film. Even though that's one thing that I wish would have remained the same. They did happen to keep Maui the same, being played by Dwayne Johnson. Another thing that took a little getting used to is seeing him with the wig. But there's a lot of things that I really did enjoy. There's a lot of things that they added to the film. There's some scenes that are not a part of the animated film, from what I remember, that did not change the way I felt about Moana, and it doesn't change the way I feel about this live action or the animated film. So overall, to me, I loved it. I enjoyed it. I recommend, take your kids, go see Moana, sing along. Don't be hard on it, and go enjoy this good movie that was made with good intentions. And yeah, you're welcome. This was a Ricky Talk review on the movie Moana, the 2026. And yeah, go out in theaters, go check it out. Moana. As always, it's your boy Ricky Rick. If I'm not making you laugh, not making you smile, keeping you entertained, give you something to think about, talk about, boy Ricky Rick ain't doing his job. And you already know your boy Ricky Rick does his job. Until next time, guys, I will see you on the next Ricky Talk. Have a good day.